Hello guys and welcome to round number 6 of the F1 Championship on Gavra Racing. Tonight we are in Canada, in a very wet Canada, as we see Dazza already hit the wall in qualifying ahead of, isn't that Evil? Yeah, so Evil was just behind that, so that was a scary moment for Evil as he came into the chicane there. We've got the biggest lobby that I have seen so far this season. Actually, we do the championship standings, as we haven't had a look at them yet. Let's go to Gavra. So Dazza is back in the pit lane as Evil is on his first flying lap going in towards turn 1. He's locked up, double front lock up there, and he's down to second gear and struggling with turning pace. As Alpha True has joined the Wall of Champions, and we've already got Alpha True and all qualifying. So that is not good for him. Evil doesn't look to be going on a hot lap so far. He's just going to keep the standings. As that goes, sliding back end from the Force India of Play Dutchy, as Play Dutchy nearly does Vettel there. If you guys can, if you guys go back to last week, where we saw the Canadian Grand Prix and a bit of a Max Hamilton Vettel issue, and that cost them the race. But championship standings, we're going to go through. So we have got Red leading the championship on 99 points as he comes into the comes past the Wall of the Champions, don't go into the Wall of the Champions yet. So Max Pies out of qualifying as well. Red is leading the championship, and then it's Ed Cast. Ed Cast in 6th place currently on track is in 2nd on 55, and then tied second is Vetro. So Vetro is down in 15th on the track at the moment as Evil has completed his first flying lap. 122 not one. And that is Play Dutchy coming across the line. Retro goes with the fastest lap. Play Dutchy comes across the line. Set a 1:19.3, so a very respectable lap time there from Play Dutchy going into the first sub 120 lap. Vetro, yes, is second or tied second in the championship on 55 points. Then we go to 4th in the third or 4th in the championship. If you want to call it, is Mark. Mark, who is here, he's on his out lap now, that's like his first flying lap, is on 54 points. So there's only 1 point between the between 2nd and 4th. Then we go down to Gav. Gav quite high up at this point in the season as Krasar has been given a 5-place grid penalty for making contact, and that is a Mark is crashed out of qualifying, so Mark is going to be starting from the back of the grid more than likely. But that was Infame going stuck in the wall, I'm pretty sure. Play Dutchy's setup is very, very slidey as he comes down the back straight towards the Wall of Champions chicane. I don't know what it's called, but Wall of Champions chicane. Breaking in as Evil's gone in and improved his lap time to 2nd fast ahead of Vetro, and Vetro coming across the line as well as Play Dutchy. Play Dutchy improves by 0.8 of a second, and also Vetro improves as well. Vetro locked up in the turn 1 and gone straight through. But no, Gav is 3rd of 39 points in the championship in the Renault, and he's got a very slidey car. Play Dutchy there. And then we go to 6th place, which is Alpha True. Alpha True on 38 points, so 1 place difference between 5th and 6th in the championship. Then we go to SSR Opalu, who hasn't turned up tonight. He was on 25 points. We go to Luke E in 8th place on 23. Krasar on 18. Sabo Meister on 14. Dazza on 12. Leafy Brooms, who are missed a few rounds on 10 points. In Fame on 8 points and 13th. Mike, HLB on 6 points. Next on 4 points. Max Fly on 1. And Eagles on 0. And if you guys if you follow Evil on Instagram, you would have seen his comment about last week's race. As, I don't think it went down too well for him in the even race last week. But out and Play Dutchie's taking pole position so far, as Red is currently second in the championship, trying to catch up. Wait, Play Dutchie, is he a new driver? Yes, Play Dutchie is a new driver. Why do I not play Dutch? Right, Play Dutchie. I've commentated on him before. And Red gets that very close to the wall there. We've had quite a few retirements in the qualifying. We're down to only 7, 8, 9 drivers in total in the qualifying session. As Evil is down into last in qualifying positions. The qualifying laps is the slowest in Fame. Red is not improved, so Red stays in second place. Where is Gav? Gav is coming through into the hairpin now. As you tell, I know he's not. He is going down the straight. The car behind him is Leafy Broom, which is his teammate. So he goes down the back straight. 8th gear, 120 miles per hour. We'll have to see if it's going to be a wet race or a dry race, and see how quick those cars can get it down the straight, as he doesn't get too close to the wall there. He actually backs off quite a bit, coming to the line. He comes across the line, set a 1:24.2, so not a very quick lap from Gav there. Coming into, we're on board with Leafy into turn 1, and he has gone very deep. He's lost it, and he's done an Antonio Giovinazzi. We've had a bit of... Whilst watch Leafy on his lap. Oh, Leafy, don't do a Vettel. I'm gonna have a little quick chit chat about this. So, you guys, if you guys are keeping up to date with streams and all that, and watching most of the streams, you will notice that there was no LMP2 race on the channel, which is because I was away. I was in La Barcelona for the MotoGP, and I had to take the commentary over to Hasbro. Hasbro took the place and he couldn't get into the channel. So we had the problem, as that's a very deep lock up from the Leafy Brooms there. But no, I was in Barcelona for the MotoGP. So you guys keep up with the MotoGP. There was a very big crash that as Leafy Broom comes around final corner quickly, comes down to this line now. Not a very quick lap from him so much, but he goes ahead of his teammate. No, he doesn't. Gav is gone a little bit quicker, as Evil is now out on track, as well as Vectro. Red is still out on track, and he is going very, very slowly, and that's a double lock up from the front. But no, I was away, and yes, I landed at Gatwick Airport at 5 o'clock. I didn't get home until 7 o'clock. Half 7 I got home. So I sort of like rushed in, had my dinner, and came upstairs and had a shower to get ready for streaming. And I'm very lucky I got in here at the time. As where's GS has gone faster and taken second place on a 3-lap old set. I was actually looking at it. That looks dry to me. Have they got any spray coming up sometimes? Oh, I like this view here, going into under the bridge there, going through the right-hander, over the curb and left here, which should be called the new World Champions. There's a joke being made because everyone crashed out. Yes, the top, it is dry, as Krasar, certain Krasar is going out on the Hypersoft. And this is the first time we get to, I think it's the second time we get to see the Hypersoft tyres being used in the Gavra season. First round was Azerbaijan, if I am correct, as Evil Dragon has retired from the session. Evil not coming out on track, so that's a new one, Evil, mate. We've only had Krasar change the tyres. We've had no one else actually come on track yet. But Gavra's been overtaken again by his teammate. Lady Brims is back up to 7th place now in the qualifying places. But looking at Leafy Brooms from the camera, there's a little bit of spray coming up off of the tyres, like very, very small. As soon as these Hypersoft tyres get out, we will get to see that pace, as that is a... I don't know what car that is. I think that might be... Play Dutchy out on another set of... Inters. So, Gavra is in the pits and he is back out on medium set, as we've got no signs of Krasar coming out on track. Actually, do we have any LLP points for anyone? No LLPs? No, we don't. Points in the championship. Points we have championship points. So the championship leading team is McLaren. McLaren is Alpha and Red. They're on 137 points. They've taken the championship lead by far. And then we go to second place, which is Haas, which is Krasar and Edcast, which is both drivers are here currently running 5th and 6th in the qualifying session. We're on 73, and then we go into Ferrari, which is Mike HLB and Mark HLB on 60. Then we got Red Bull, which is Evil and Vetro. Vetro leading the Red Bull up the championship here, and they're on 55 points. Then we go to Renault, which is Gavra and Leafy Brooms, which are on 49. Then we go to Toro Rosso, which is Max White and SSR Opelu, who is being taken over by Wes GS tonight in 26 points. Alfa Romeo is in 7th in the championship, which is Infame and Sabo the Meister on 22, and in 8th of the championship is Wes. Wes is Daza on 12. Just as a reminder, Vetro won last round and he's going out on the Hypersoft tyres now. So we're going to have to see if these Hypersoft tyres are good for these cars as they go down, as we watch Vetro going down the pit lane now. Always a bit of a wobble there from Vetro. He gets the power on. Yep, that is a true sign that these Hypersofts are the tyres to be on. As Plays actually straight in the pit lane. That's some true pace from Vetro there, as he gets a little bit of a wiggle on the back end as he comes through the S's there. And I think that was a bit of lag there, just showing those better back end just sticking out. As Vetro nearly joined the second Wall of Champions at the Montreal circuit. We're going to go on a little bit of a memory. It's still not the temperature and the track conditions for the Hypersoft. They should be having DRS now to go, as there is a yellow flag as someone's gone straight on at the chicane. Fate Dutch is now on the Ultra Soft, and Vetro's got his first lap on the Hypersoft, going down towards turn 1, dropping it in left, and then we're dropping it in through the right hander. He's going down to first gear there and just trying to get the power out and call it power and that. And the, you can see that the car is not, the track is not ready for the hypersofts. Those back wheels are spinning out through that corner. I'm coming into the chicane, which is where Button won the race after having 6 pit stops. You guys remember back in, I think it was 2010, where it was Button versus Vettel, and Vettel lost the back end, and Button took the lead with half a lap to go and won the Montreal Grand Prix. And if you remember far enough back, or if you follow the F1 Instagram, you remember a bit of footage of, oh, that was very close between Red and Vetro. Remember that he made Button and made very compromising contact. A contact that was very compromising. Hit Hamilton and also Alonso, and then Hamilton was in the pits and rear end. Oh my! Vetro, I think, got slightly held up there on that lap. These tyres are a bit skiddy at the moment, skittish, and that was not a very quick lap. Vetro, as he is 0.6 of a second up, 0.7 of a second up at me, and that is a good big chunk of time there currently. Coming through sector 2, trying to get over that curve, not over this one too much. He clips the wall, and that has ruined that lap, and he is probably not even improved now. Well, he's 1 second up, so it is an improvement of a lap. And Blade Dutchy is 0.8 of a second up. Gavra is improved to second place, and that is the checker flag. So we come up to the end of that, and there was only 7 cars actually on track in total. Vetro going through the final corner, trying to get them power down, and DRS open, and he's coming across the line to set a 1:17.3. So a good lap from Vetro there, but not enough for the lead, as I would say. No, it won't be, as Play Dutchy is coming down the line to the line now. Set a 1:14.9. What a lap from Play Dutchy. That was a very powerful lap. Vetro, Gavra is on a very quick lap. He is 2 seconds up. He could be 3 seconds up, probably going into the final corner. And he gets the power down on that hash. He's going to try and take pole position off of the Force India, braking in hard. He's not got the bet as good as Play Dutchy, but he's going to go down towards the line, and this is going to be second place for him, and he's going to take a 1:15.8. That's a very quick lap from him, as Vetro has made contact with the dead Dutch as Leafy Brooms is coming into the pits with no front wing. I think Leafy Brooms has made contact with the 2 cars there, as that is a broken steering from Play Dutchy, and Vetro has got a missing front wing, and that's it. Okay then. So that is and that is qualifying over. Should be. Yeah, so that is qualifying over now. So that is your results. I will just shut them out. A second. I will just wait for this little clip and me to get that. So you can see we're getting quite a few drivers into the league now, coming into like the midpoint of the season. I'm coming up towards the midpoint of the season. But here is the results. So Play Dutchy taking first place with a 1:14.9, then Gavra with a 1:15.8. But he's got that 5 place grid penalty, so he's really starting down in 6th place. Then Vetro with 1:17.3. Gav in 4th. Gav's real quick lap there with a 1:18.0. Then Wes is going to get a 5 place grid penalty, so he's going to be starting down in 10th. Then we've got Red in 5th there. Then we go to Ed Cass, Leafy Brooms, Evil, Infame, Max Ply, Mark, Alpatru, Mike, and Dazza, I think. Pardon me. So that will be Vetro. Oh, that'll be Kruzar starting second place. Oh, Evil starting second place. Evil. Vetro starting second place. Into the start of this race, we will be on 1 second for the formation lap, but we're gonna have to wait and see who has got the power to get, or who's got the eagle eye to get the pull away on the start and possibly take the lead in towards turn 1, or if it's going to be Play Dutchie going to have the better start and he's just going to keep that outside line and then going to keep the inside line for the next corner, which is good as well. That's kind of formation lap. So Play Dutchie running the number 1 plate car. Then we got Kruzar. No, we haven't. We have Vetro. Then we have Gav. Gav's starting third. And then we got Red. We got Ed Cass. We got Kruzar. Leafy Brooms, Evil, Wes, Infame, Max Ply, Mark, Alpatru, should be behind Mark, Mike, because there's been contact in the back there, as Sabo Meister and Dazza. So, whoa, I've seen some skittish movements off the cog. We're going to a 35 lap race here, and I didn't get the information up about the circuit. So we're waiting for the guys to line up onto the grid, and I'm just looking. We're going to get the information up as we haven't got that yet. So we got Sector 3, there's a yellow flag. Dazza is at the back. We're going to 5 red lights, and we are underway as Evil gets a jump start penalty. Going down in towards turn 1. Play Dutchie having the better start, and there is going to be side-by-side action from Gav and Ed Cass, and that is a big bit of contact from the cars further back. Dazza has made place on Infame. Infame has lost his front wing. We go into the Red has disconnected from the session, so Red will have to rejoin as we go through turn 5 now and turn 6. Where's that was a bit of contact again. So Vetro is in second, then we've got Ed Cass is putting pressure on Vetro, and that is a corner cut, but he will drop behind and also lose a position to his teammate, possibly going into the hairpin. Then we've got Gav, and then we've got Leafy under pressure from Evil and Wes going down the inside of Evil there, and Evil rear-ending the Toro Rosso. So rear-ending the sister team of the Racing Series. And then we got Mark breaking up a few positions there. And then we got Alpatru, then it's Mike, and then it's Red. Red is an AI at the moment, and Red is putting pressure on that. As Dazza has made a few positions up the grid, and Evil taking his drive-through penalty, and Infame taking a new front wing onto that car. As we've got Dazza getting past Red there as well. as Evil should be coming out of the pit lane now. Leafy Brooms is under pressure from Mark. No, Leafy Brooms is under pressure from Mark. Yeah, Mark. And we go down the first DRS detection point, the first DRS point, as Mark is on the inside, locks up there and goes over the curb on the exit, but keeps the position. Alpatru now trying to do something about getting past it. He's going to look to the outside line going into the hairpin, but Leafy's going to keep the inside line and he's going to have the exit. He's going to have the worst exit on the outside. But he's going to try and keep his position. He's going to be side by side. That's very close between him and Alpatru. Alpatru looks to be slightly quicker and he's going to get he's going to have the slipstream, get back ahead. So Alpatru is now in 8th place and Mark is up to 7th and Leafy drops down to 9th as Dazza gets the exit of the corner wrong. Gav has made contact with Wes. Now they've both gone solid and that's a big bit of contact. That is Mark with no front wing. So Wes and Gav made contact and Mark has been shafted. Alpatru makes another good position. Mark has got to do the whole lap and he's trying to get past, Sabo Meister trying to get past and he's just blocked. He's just got to feed his way through and that is not good for Sabo as he's lost a lot of time off the back of Alpatru as that's a lock up from, I think that was Williams of Dazza. But Gav is now missing a bit of his front wing. His end plate on the outside, the left side is gone. So this is not good for him and he is going to be under pressure from Mike, Dazza and Alpatru very shortly. But Gav is staying out on track and Gav goes through the chicane very well actually and keeps the place. Red has been overtaken by Gav as we're waiting for Red to rejoin the session, which we haven't had yet. Let me just message Red as he's done this before and we are missing him out of this. So Leafy Brooms is in the pit lane now, getting that. I don't know actually. As Vectro is going to be under pressure from Edcast. Edcast is going to have the DRS, but he's going to get the chicane wrong. It's going to give Vectro the opportunity, but this is not the place that he trying to make a position because he's going to have the DRS as he was behind before start of that last straight. He's going to try and hope for the better exit out of the corner to try and make a position on him. We go down to Alpatru putting pressure on Gav, as well as Mike putting pressure on. Gav has held the position. Gav's going to defend the inside line. Is he going to keep it? He's going to run to the outside line. He gets penalised for a penalty that he doesn't even deserve. He doesn't even make a corner cut. He now goes behind Alpatru and Alpatru's up to 6th. But Mike, HLB, is now putting pressure on Gav as Gav has got the corner wrong. He's clobbered the wall and Mike going into the corner. It looked like he drifted it into the corner and he's taken the position from Gav as Gav has got a problem. He's got no front wing and Sabo the Meister has gone up to 8th place. This is going to be an opportunity for Dazza. Dazza goes round the racing line and they made contact. Gav has made contact with Dazza and Dazza has been killed in the race. So Gav has made contact. That Red Max Quiet has made contact as well. And I don't think you want to be cheering on Duke, cheering on Gavra at the moment. Duke made a little bit of contact with a few drivers and I don't think it won't be going down well in the between the in the claims. I think there might be a few claims on Gav, and that will be very funny to see Gavra, the owner of this league, the beginner guy who made this league, getting penalised in his races. I think we've actually got Red back in the lobby. No, we don't have Red back in the lobby. It is probably. So Alpha True is now under pressure. Under pressure from Mike HLB now. And oh, that's very quick into the hairpin there, and he nearly in the position to start by the Meister. Yeah. So Sarbo's going to have DRS on Mike now. So Mike's now going to be under pressure from Sarbo going in towards the... It's a Wall of Champions. He's gone too deep. He's late braking way too late, and he's lost time. And he's gonna lose the position again. So he's gonna drop back behind Mike, which is the right thing to do because he made that place and then could be off track. So that is in a way cheating. But Vectro is on the back of Ed Cass as well as Cruzarius. So Vectro is in a hash sandwich. That sounds really good to say. Hash sandwich. A hash sandwich. Ed Cass is going very slow into the hairpin. Salo trying to get back to the back of Mike now. But Vectro is going to have DRS as well as Cruzarius. Cruzarius is going to have DRS going down towards the hairpin now. The hairpin, the chicane now. He's not going to make a position there. And he's going to keep behind Vectro. Vectro's going to have DRS on Ed Cass. Ed Cass is under pressure from Vectro and his teammate. In fact, Vectro's going to look to the outside line. He's going to try and get the better racing line. Try and get a better exit out of the right-hander. But that back end likes to slide up, and he is going back up the hill towards turn 3 and 4. And coming through 5 now. With 5, he's just trying to keep the car steady. And currently the highest car to make positions is the Alpha True and Mike. They're under pressure. No. Sarbo's pitted. Sarbo's pitting for a pair of soft tyres, super softs, and a new front wing. So he made contact with the wall at some point. And Mike is now 0.5 per second away behind Alpha Tree and DRS to try and close back up that gap. Cruzar is going to try and close up behind Vectro and look towards the chicane of Wall of Champions. He's not going to do it there. A very silly place to do it. He's going down to third gear. That's not the gear you want to be in. He's going to have DRS on him here, and it's not going to be good. Play Dutchy has pulled a massive gap on these guys. And in red, currently having problems with the Wi-Fi where he lives, and there is a yellow flag, and that is to do with Gav and now this is a battle here, which we're going to come back, which no, we are going to stay with. So Leafy Brooms is going to have the DRS on Mark, but Mark's going to have the DRS on Infame. Infame's a bit too far to be making a position on, but Leafy Brooms is going to look to the inside. He's not going to do it there, and he's going to lose a lot of time. Mark's going to have the DRS going down the home straight towards turn 1. Is he going to make a position? He's not going to do it there. He's way too far away. Leafy Brooms closes back up, and he locks up there and loses a bit of time. But Sarbo the Meister and Gav are joining the back of this battle. So there is a 5-car battle, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th very shortly in this battle for position, and that is Leafy Brooms going straight on. Leafy Brooms has got a problem, I think. No, he hasn't. Yes, he has. He's not going full throttle. As Cruzar is in the pits, and that is Vectro in the wall. Gavra's not having a good race so far. Cruzar is exiting the pit lane now. Where is he going to come out? He's going to come out right behind Mike HLB, and he's going to try and go for a battle into the chicane. And Mike is under pressure already. And that pressure has very nearly cost him a position, and he's going to lose that position there as he locks up into the chicane. And Cruzar has made a position within 30 seconds of being on the track again. Alpha True is the next car he needs to get past, which is 2 seconds away. So Alpha True has pulled a very big gap on Cruzar in that time. Sabo, the Master, is backwards. Mark is backwards. So Mark has lost the position. Sabo is off the position. And Gav is nowhere to be seen for the spin that he had. And the gap now is only 6 seconds after that 17-second long lock-up. And that is a very deep line from Sabo there into the hairpin. And we're going to look to Edcas. When is Edcas going to pit? I'm saying, what tire is he on? He is on Ultras. Who's on the Hypers? No one's on the Hypers. They're like leafy booms on the Hypers. Oh. Okay, so Edcas should be pitting within the next 3 laps, if that. There's not this lap, it's as Evil has made a position on Mike. Mike loses hasn't got the racing line and goes across the curb there and gets a warning more than likely for that. As we get to see the wheel lock up there from Mike, as this is a beautiful camera view here. And it'd be even better if we had a car side by side with him there. But Vectro being given a 3-second penalty. This track is not nice on the penalties, is it? As I've come to find out. But Mike looking to have the DRS on Evil and try and get back past Evil going in towards turn 1. Is it going to be Evil into the first corner? It is going to be Evil into the first corner for 7th place. But Mike is pushing that Red Bull down the track to try and get past him. As Alpha True has been put under pressure, and Cruzar is up into 5th place. So Cruzar is back up ahead of Alpha True. So Alpha True is now going to be able to put the pressure on Cruzar, and that is a place again. So is it going to be Cruzar? Is it going to be Vetro? It's going to be Alpha True with the DRS, but this is very weird. Cruzar is going to be in the slipstream. He's going to try and Alpha True is going straight on. And Alpha True has lost the position. Alpha True has been given a 3-second penalty, as there is a yellow flag in sector 3, which is Alpha True. Vetro is in the pits getting a new front wing, so Vetro made contact. That was the contact he made at the start. He's also taking. Nope, he's not taking a penalty. That is a glitch he had. So the leading car now is Play Dutchy, and Edcas is on to the 14th lap as well now. So Edcas is going quite far into this stint on these tyres, which are the second softest tyres today being used. And I'm surprised. Okay, we're actually thinking of it now. We're probably going to get a pit stop. Oh, as Infame is backwards. And that is not where you want to be with fast cars coming up behind you. Being Ed Cass is very close to you. Play Dutchy is staying out. So we're just watching the car. Oh, Ed Cass and down the back straight now. And he's staying out on track again for another lap. So 15 laps he's going to be on these tyres for in total. And that is a very long time. Where's GS is actually looking for... And yeah, so we're looking at the we're just having a look at this now. So the only people that haven't pit is Play Dutchy, Ed Cass, Wes G, Alpha True. So Alpha True actually hasn't pitted yet. So I thought I got that wrong. I thought Alpha True pitted, and he hasn't. We got Evil and Mike HLB, and then we got Vetro who's pitted. As Dutchy is in the pit lane now. So this is looking like to be the time for the pit stop. Play Dutchy has a quick pit stop there, and Ed Cass is going down the back straight. So we're going to wait and see if Ed Cass is in pit. And where's G on the super soft tyres? So those tyres that we've got Mark HLB given another penalty because Ed Cass is out in the pits just ahead of his teammate by just about 8 seconds. That is putting it at. We got Alpha True, and then we got Evil, and then Vetro. So Vetro's trying to close in on the as he's made contact with Red. So Vetro with no front wing. Vetro is under some problems in clappers that clips the wall, and this could be Vetro's race. He can lose it. Mike in 8th place, putting a lot of pressure on him. They both have a double lock up, and nearly lose his front wing as well. And as the gap is slightly begins to stretch out, Vetro has stayed out on track with no front wing. So this is very odd from Vetro. Keep in mind that he's missing a front wing and he's losing time. He's actually just going as fast as that again for 111. So it shows you the speed of that those tyres on a dry track compared to a wet track. As we've got about halfway into this race, and yeah, just over halfway into this race. And there's a yellow flag ahead of Vetro, and that'll be Mark HLB out of this race. So Mark is out of this race, and with 16 laps to go, we've lost 4 cars, which is the least amount, and we've lost a car this season at the time. In fame, another 3-second penalty. And if you guys remember, there is a penalise that you get a certain amount of penalties, you get disqualified. Play Dutchy is only on 1. Wes GS is on 0, and he's only 0 warnings as well. Edcast is on 1. Krasar on 1, 2 penalties. Alpha True, 3-second penalty. Evil, 1, 2, 3 penalties. Vectro, 1, 2. Mike, 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties. Sabo, 2 penalties. Infame, 2 penalties. Gav, 1, 2, 3 penalties. Red on 0. Mark was on 2 and a stop and go. It's getting dark here in the UK now. You don't realise what the weather is like until you're like, that's a different country for a week, and you're like, oh, looks like I'm not sure. As we've got Vectra back in the pit lane now to get that front wing change. So and the front wheels, front tyres changed, and he's going on to another set of soft tyres, super soft tyres. Go to the end of this race and put those tyres actually. So it won't help him, but at this point in time he can get some positions back up. But where's SG is pitting now? Do you remember, guys? Where's SG hasn't pitted, Alberture hasn't pitted, Eagle hasn't pitted, and Mike hasn't pitted. So he actually can do some. He could have some luck here, Vector can. As he's. If he pushes the tyres in. Gavra's going to give a 3-second penalty again. But as we're looking at the timing, Evil hasn't pitted, so this is Evil's first pit stop. As Krasar has crashed out. Krasar has put it in the wall. Krasar is in the wall there. Oh, that's a very unsafe position. Krasar has just crashed out of 4th place of the race. So that is not good, as Vectro has made a position. He's going to possibly be able to make another position on his teammate, as he's now under pressure from Mike as it comes out. Mike comes down the pit lane side by side with Vectro. Vectro's going to have a better tyre, the hotter tyres, and he's going to make the place. But this is what they need to be doing in Formula 1, keeping those cars side by side. Doesn't matter if you have to slow down or not, you still keep those battles going. We're going through the S's now. Going out of the S's and we're going to get the DRS open. Trying to get the position back on Mike HLB. Going in towards the right-hander. He's not going to go for it there. Pushing, well, Mike goes a bit deep there under pressure from Vectro. Vectro's now going to have the DRS available for him. Going into the hairpin, and he went to the inside. He now just switched to the outside line. He's going to be able to get the power down. He's going to leave a little bit of time there on Mike as Altitude is in the pit lane. He's going to have the DRS wide open. Altitude is out of the pit lane. Mike Vectro is going to be looking to the inside line, going into the chicane, and that is nearly contact. Mike HLB gets a 3-second penalty, and then Vectro is going to have the DRS open, going down towards turn 1. Is he going to look to the other position? No, he's not close enough yet. So, we are on lap 23 of 35. Vectro is in 8th, looking to get back past Mike HLB at 4th position. As they got 6 seconds to his teammate. Mike does what Vettel did at the end of the 2010, I think it was, F1 race. Gave in Mike, giving Vectro the place. Where's GS is now looking to get back past. They're trying to look to get past Edcas. Vectro has pulled a very big gap over Mike in the well, he's pulled a second gap over him so far. Vectro is now going to try and push to get past his teammate Evil. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him, but this is the furthest Evil has made it so far this season in a race, and he's looking very quick for a commentator. Very commentator that I know of it as Evil there, and he's looking to be very quick around this track in the Red Bull. As Gav is in the pit lane to serve a penalty because he should be flying. Front wing is damaged. So that is a new front wing for Evil, for Vectro, no Vectro, for Gavra. And Gavra is onto the hot, ultra soft tyres for the last 10 laps. So he's going to push them tyres in. Wes is now putting pressure on Edcas at the point of 2 seconds now. It was 3 seconds last lap. But Mike is losing time. He's lost a second and a half in this lap over Vectro. Vectro is not closing in on his teammate, or he actually slightly is now. And this is the point in time where we get to see who the actual faster driver is out of the two Red Bulls. Vectro, who has done a lot more racing than Evil. And also Vectro is on the slower tyre, keep this in mind. So, it could be that Vectro is actually quicker than Evil. But Evil's a good, much better. And these two have been very good friends a long time, as I know. And where's GS now trying to put pressure on Edcas, and that's now under 1 second, this gap. And he's going to have DRS, so he's going to try and close up a bit of the gap coming into the right-hander, and he drops down to 4th gear. Try to get a power back on, try not to go too wide, and he gets the power on at the right point, and he's going to get near the barrier. He's now going to go into the hairpin, which many people will know that Robert Kubica hit that wall on the right hand side and flipped it and mounted the wall, and was stuck on the side. Edcas rubs the barrier there going down the back straight. Whereas GS is not going to make a position change there, but he's going to have a better run out of the corner. He's not going to race in line. Edcas is going to weave to try and keep that position to defend it. But Waze SG is going to look to GS is going to look to the inside line, and they made contact there. Nothing major though. There's a bit of a wheel barge, and that was it. Now Edcas is now going to And yeah, so Edcast is now going to have the DRS on Wes SG. He opened that DRS up slightly later, I noticed, for some reason. But he's getting that power down. He's getting the gap. He's trying to close that gap, which is over a second. So you can see the pace in Wes SG, but he's on the ultra soft tyres, whereas Edcast is on 5 older. I'm a bit tired. Red. Red. Not a good race for Red. And Vectro, who's made 3 pit stops, he basically has done a... He has actually. He's done a... he's done what Button did, but Button done 6 pit stops in a full race. He has done the Button over. Reserve a safety car and close this bunch back up. My phone has restarted itself, so I've got to look at the chat back up. Ah, Krasar, that is unfortunate, Krasar. So you guys have not been reading the chat, Krasar. Monitor went into standby going through turn 3 and 4, so that was why he crashed out, and that is unfortunate. He was running 4th place there, as that is Alpha True and his teammate, the AI and the teammate compromising him there, and Neon making a very big bit of contact and ruining Alpha True's race. And, I hope to see the AI improve on F1 2018. Evil is now only 3 seconds away, 3 seconds ahead of his teammate, and also Evil is closing in on Alpha True. So Evil got held up there by the AI. He's gonna, I think he actually received DRS off or something. Somehow he didn't get any DRS off of him, so that is unfortunate for Evil there. And they're just having a quick chat in the chat. And there is a problem with the connection, so I think that is on part of Jav's Wi-Fi. We need to see if we can solve that. And Evil leaving the Red Bulls, and Vectro made contact with the McLaren again in the same bloody corner. So this is getting a little bit close to time now, as Play Dutch is about to start his 30th lap, and Wes GS is in second. Play Dutchy is just going to set a 1:11.171, so a very quick lap time from him there. Then Wes SG in second. Then we got Edcast in third, 3 seconds off back of these guys. And we go down to Alpha True, 53 seconds back, and he's been lapped. Alpha True in 4th place. Then we got Evil in 5th place. Evil's only 4 seconds away from these guys. So soon Evil should be trying to get a run on him, but he's having a bit of a problem with that car, and Vectro is closing up onto the back of Evil, and there's only 2.5 seconds between them. And Sarbo Meister's closing on the back of this group as well. Sarbo is only 2.4 seconds behind Vectro. Then we've got Mike HLB, who's 17 seconds behind, but he is pitting. So Infame is coming down the straight now. And yeah, so we have to wait and see if Mike getting a new front wing. Is Mike going to be able to get out ahead of Infame? Infame is coming down the pit down straight now. This is going to be close. It's going to be very close. Mike's going to have the hypers of tyres, so he's going to be pushing those tyres very hard. And he's not going to be able to get past, I don't think. But Evil, I think, is back off of the back of Alpha Troop. Give Vectro the position, and they're trying to probably the strategy here. I think they're going to try and do a speed boost strategy, maybe. Or is Evil trying to Evil has got 100 degrees Celsius on those rear tyres, so Vectro has got under, as well as all their very hot tyres for Saba the Meister. They're all over 100 degrees Celsius. If you look in the top right of that, bottom right of that steering wheel, you can see 3 digits. So, on the bottom right, 4 blocks. Oh, as that is contact, Sabo and Evil made contact. Sabo doesn't lose any of his front wing, but Evil looks to be like he's holding up Sabo. Sabo has gone onto the grass, and Evil has got the racing line, and they made contact, and they're both about to hit the clock. All the champions, they somehow don't. Sabo's going to have DRS going down towards turn 1. Oh, there's big barging there. And Sabo's going to have the inside line, but Evil's going to have the inside line for the next corner, and he goes a bit deep, locks up, and Sabo is given the position. So now Evil is going to put pressure on to Sabo, the Maestro. Sabo knew there's a Vettel there and was off the track, and Evil has got to put all the pressure on Sabo to get that position back. And Vectro pulled a gap for 3 seconds already. Vectro is in 5th place. He's 5 seconds away with 3 laps to go. He is not going to be able to close that up. We are on the 31st lap. Vectro is not going to be able to close this gap up to as Evil actually has DRS. But Evil having trouble with these tyres, I think that he's closing in on Sabo. Sabo is on the Ultra Soft, so he's on the better tyres. Yeah, because that was looking like a really good result from you there tonight, and looking at it, you could have possibly been battling Edcast for 3rd place there. Teammate battling. We've got Play Dutchy about to start his 34th lap, so 2 laps to go for Play Dutchy. He's on the back of the back marker and the AI of red there. Vectro been given a 3-second penalty. We're just not got any battles going on. We're going to have a look at the penalties. So Alpatru is on 2 penalties. Vectro is on 1, 2, 3 penalties. Sabo the Meister is on 1, 2, 3 penalties. So if the gap stays the same, Vectro should be fine. As Alpatru is on to his next lap, as well as Vectro. Vectro's only closed 1 second in that lap, and it's not going to be enough to close. It's not going to be able to close it, I don't think, at this point in time. He's had 3 pit stops. So the safety car, maybe he could have went for the win. But you've got to have some really good pace here to show that, as you can see that. But by Dutchy, he has pitted from the lead and come out in the lead. He's driven a fantastic race, he has. And you can see the battles of categories. You got to think that a pit stop each time is 20 seconds or more. Vectro has had 2 extra pit stops than Play Dutchy, and he is very far back. He is 40 seconds. So he could have been on the back of a fourth place there if Gavra didn't crash out. The plate dashes onto the final lap, and Alpha True is 4 seconds ahead. Plate dashes delivering a 3-second penalty. And this is the lap for Vectro to try and push everything out of those tyres to get that fourth place off of Alpha True coming into the final lap. He is going to be completing that. Evil. Oh, Mike is looking pretty promising to get back across. Infame has not. And Vectro, 3.6 seconds away from Alpha True. Coming into the final sector now. You can't see Alpha True as Alpha True is going over the crest into the hairpin now. We've got Gav ahead of him. And Vectro is not going to be close enough unless Alpha True gets another penalty. If Alpha True gets another penalty and Vectro can close 0.8 of a second up into the final corner. That is not going to be good enough for a position, and Vectro is going to come across the line in 5th place. Sarbo's going to come across the line in 6th place. Evil's going to come across the line. I don't think Evil got many penalties. We're going to wait and see when he comes across the line. Evil's going to come across the line. Evil nearly puts in the wall. If Evil disqualified himself on the line, I would have laughed. I'm sorry, but that would have been too funny. Evil actually finally finishing the race. We got 2 Dutch on the podium. Oh no! We got 2 Maxes on the podium. Oh no! There's the champagne is sprayed, and there is the champagne into the camera from Play Dutch here over the wall, over into the cars. Those seats must be like they must have a new seat every weekend, because the champagne gets in there and they just like soak up the soggy seat. So there is your results, and you can see the amount of penalties there are in this race. First place was Play Dutch, taking the win by over 46 seconds. Then it's West GS taking second, then Edcast in 3rd, Alpha True 4th, Vectro 5th, Sarbo 6th, Evil 7th, Infame 8th, Mike 9th, Gav 10th, Red 11th, Krazart 12th, Mark HLB in 13th, Leafy Brooms 14th, Dazza 15th, Max Ply in 16th. So that has been your race. Now, driver of the day, I always give out driver of the day. I don't want to give it out just to give it to. I don't want to give it to the person that just wins the race. I want to give it to the driver that does well. And I want to give it to. I want to give the driver of the day to Vectro. Vectro is going to get driver of the day. He had 3 pit stops and still finished 5th place. What a drive from Vectro. And you can see that we got quite a bit of the season left to go. I think we've actually got more than actually being shown on the website. On the website, I think it shows we've got 11. I think we've actually got a total of 16 rounds. We're on lap 6, round 6. And if we've got 16 rounds, we have got a long way to go. And this could be hotting up the championship battle coming into later in the seasons. So if you guys want to keep watching and keeping up to date with this sort of series, subscribe to the channel, and then you can be notified when the next stream, which will be next Tuesday. But if you guys want to check out any more streams, we've got the Clios and the GT4s tomorrow. The Clios, I don't know where they are at, but the GT4s, they are at Bathurst, and that will be the race that I will be in. So if you guys want to watch a load of slow cars going around the track, around Bathurst, go watch that. I say that in Clio, the the touring cars around there yesterday. And then Thursday we got the GT3s, which I don't know where they are at, and we got the I think. Let me just double check. I think this could be the last round of the season, or the second to last round of the season. It's the second to last round of the season, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check for you guys, and just give me 1 minute. I should have had this up already. The last round of the season, calendar. Last round of the season. Oh, we got Dubai this weekend. So Dubai, and then we go to. Wait a minute. I swear we done Dubai. What day is it? What is it? The 18th. Tell a lie, it is the Sakito Grand Prix this weekend, and then we got the Dubai next weekend. But GT3s, if you guys want to check the GT3s out, GT3s is Sakito this weekend, and then Dubai. Why did I do testing round? I don't know. I'm having a bit of a downfall moment at the moment, guys. Because I swear I done driving round. I did. Don't worry. The next round for the Clios, which is tomorrow, is Laguna Seca. If you guys want to watch the Clios, it is Laguna Seca tomorrow. It is Bathurst tomorrow for GT4s. Then Thursday is, well, Sakito. And then it is Sakito for the LMP2s. And then it'll be the final week for the Project Cars 2 season next week, which I will not be racing, but I will be commentating. So if you guys want to go check that out, come check me out again. And you'll see me next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know you see me guys on Friday. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and put the post notifications on so you know when we're next live. But if you guys want to apply for the championship, go on to the Gavra website, which is in the description, and go to the F1 2018 image. Click that, and it says join or register to race or something like that. You click that button, you put your email in, and you put your PSN in, and you should be in. You got to make a account so you can put claims up, and we will see you next time. Goodbye. Meow.